Hi everyone, in this video I'm making some bread, a very simple recipe that anyone can do. The bread came out tasting super amazing and I'm really excited to share this video with you. So to start off, I'm using 3 cups of all-purpose flour. What came to mind in making this recipe was honestly the fact that I just had extra yeast, or not even extra yeast, I just had yeast lying around in my kitchen cupboard and I'm like, okay, let me use this before it expires within 3 months. And yeah, so that was the motivation. So as you can see here, I am using 3 cups of flour, and then I'm just taking some table salt and just like sprinkling as much as I think would add enough flavor to it. And then you can even see I'm pouring it into like a little like half cup just to kind of like see how much salt is actually being poured out, and then just pouring that in there. So like about a couple teaspoons, if not a little bit more. So this recipe called for active or not active, sorry, instant quick rise yeast, so like the quick stuff. I'm just using traditional active dry yeast because that's what I have. So when you see the bread won't rise or become super like fluffy when it bakes, but it's still like really good. So, and that's because like I'm just using regular yeast. But if you use instant like quick rise yeast, that would just like make it a bit bigger and make it rise and activate faster. But anyways, as you can see here, I added the yeast into the flour and salt mixture. Then I'm adding 1 and 1/2 cups of warm water. The warm water is to help dissolve the yeast and the salt and the flour together. So yeah, the flour, like the yeast can activate itself and it blends in well with the flour and salt. And then from here, I'm taking a wooden spoon and just mixing all those ingredients together. And I'm going to mix it all the way until everything is combined and I can no longer use a spoon to mix it. And then I'll just get my hands, flour them up, and then, knead the bread and or knead the dough to make it into one big ball of dough. So this video is done in real time. Like unlike my other videos, I didn't speed up the certain like the clips to like make it seem like I'm working faster than I actually am. It's a really quick recipe, and like if you're just trying to like clean out your pantry and just like buy or like make something at home instead of just going out, and you just want to like let's just like make food at home with what we have in our pantry, like this is such a great recipe. So it honestly takes like 10 minutes to prep. Obviously I was making a video so it was a bit longer, but even as you can see through this video, it's only like 7 minutes. So it's a really quick recipe, and the only like lengthy part is like waiting for like the is like letting the dough set in the fridge or in like a warm area slash like the baking time. But other than that, it's a really quick recipe to prepare, and you can literally make this dough in advance and then just like have it stored away in a safe place for like a day. I'm not gonna say a day or two, perhaps just like a day, and then just bake it when you're ready. So very quick, easy recipe. Here's the only part where I really speed up the process of me like working with the dough, but I just wanted to make sure I kneaded it till it's like thoroughly combined, like everything is thoroughly combined. And you can just see I put it into the bowl, and then I get tin foil and I just wrap that around my bowl just to, make sure there's like nothing, like no air or anything gets through it. And then I just take like a ribbon and just secure that foil on top so, nothing really gets through. So I lack so much patience. This is like after like an hour and 10 minutes of waiting for that dough in the fridge. But as you can see, like it rised just a little bit, and super happy with how it came out. I will say, like I said, this is not like quick active dry yeast or anything. Like the dough did not feel like super fluffy and soft. It was just like it was still pretty like not like firm, but it was just like regular dough. So yeah, maybe if I let it rest for like a much longer time, like let's say 3 or 4 hours, probably would have rised and felt a lot more soft and fluffy, but it's still baked out amazing. So as you can see here, I just get a cast iron skillet and just wrap it in tin foil. And then I just put some olive oil on the bottom so it doesn't like stick because I don't know, I was afraid that it might stick to the tinfoil and just be a disaster. And then I just like get like a little cooking brush and I just make sure that oil gets all over the tinfoil so my dough doesn't stick. And as you can see here, I just plop my bread dough onto the cast iron skillet. This was so unnecessary, but I just like scored it with too little, like, with a knife, just because I thought it would look cute. Did not come out looking cute, as you can see. So that's after baking it for about like 40-ish minutes. Everyone's oven is different. I think I have a really hot oven compared to most people, and I cut the bread immediately after I removed it from the oven, and as you can see, it comes out super soft and fluffy. It looks like you can't really like see it, but it was so good. It was like cake without any sugar. It tastes really good. Or like a dense cake without any sugar. But as you can see, that is the bread. And when it cools down, it's bomb. It's so good. So I'm just taking that and wrapping it up with the tinfoil that I baked it in, and then I'm just gonna set it aside so it can cool down, and I can enjoy it when it's time. So here's the next day, and I'm just taking a knife and I'm cutting through it. I know I should be using a cutting board, but just didn't want to use it. And that's the bread. You can see it's super crummy, and that's how it looks like. It is super good. Again, this is artisan bread. It's not like, I don't know, like loaf bread that you buy in the store. It tastes amazing. I don't know why I didn't show myself like, you know, making it with just in a nicer way, but here's the bread. Super, super good. Like it was so delicious. And I literally when I came home, like after like I filmed this video, it was done. Like there was nothing left because it was so good. And I didn't warm like the butter or like toast the bread. But like once after I filmed this video, I threw this in the microwave, and it is so good with the butter like melt or the margarine melted into the bread. Like it was amazing. It's super light and fluffy and delicious. And I really hope you try out this recipe. Let me know if you do. And the ingredients and instructions will be in the comments down below. So thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.